All right, everybody, welcome back to another Age of Empires 2 cast, this time with the perhaps infamous Red Phosphoru versus Tiggerr. This took place on the 15th, so the day after the patch, which brought a lot of changes, but one of the perhaps more controversial changes is how the garrisoning of things like rams and transports works, but specifically with rams, because of Red Phosphoru's little Janissary dance that they do, and of course anyone can do it, but I feel like they are a big proponent of it. And yeah, we're going to see just how well that works against Cumans on Arena, though, because Cumans, as we're actually going to start the recording here, Cumans in the red, don't forget, have the second town center in Feudal Age, meaning they can get a roaring economy going, and how Red Phosphoru, who is blue, so I'm going to call them Phosphoru, not red, otherwise that'll be a little bit confusing. They don't play a strong economy approach behind this push. They basically try to get the castle age as fast as possible, slam down a castle, start producing Janissary, and get a siege workshop out and start building rams. And their economy behind it is one town center with minimal villager production, whereas Tiggerr should be producing villagers like crazy. But will Tiggerr be able to withstand the oncoming onslaught, as Tiggerr says, can't ban all or you play arena now? Not sure what that means. Maybe Red Phosphoru's not normally on arena. I don't follow them that well. I play it now. Okay, interesting. So there was a little bit of chatter here. Yeah, Turks have an interesting slew of bonuses. We're not going to see some of them. One of my favorites is, scouts immediately upgrading to light cav, immediately upgrading to the SAR, and also receiving +1 Pierce armor for free at all times. We're not really going to see that taken advantage of, more than likely, here, because Red Phosphoru is not playing anything but Janissary and rams at this point. A week ago, I don't know if they're still enamored with the ram change, but that's exactly what they were doing at this point. So yeah, Turks also, their gunpowder units have more HP, their gunpowder units produce faster, and their gunpowder technologies are cheaper and chemistry is free. That being said, more than likely, the game will not be going to Imperial Age. A little spoiler alert, because of how Red Phosphoru's plays, it's pretty all-in. It's looking to kind of just get you one way or the other. Is looking to kind of end the game in Castle Age with this Ram Janissary strat that we're going to see here. And then Cumans, they have cheaper, I think, archer ranges and stables. They can build a second town center in the Feudal Age. They can build a, they can actually build a siege workshop in the Feudal Age and make rams as well, which means we could potentially see defensive rams against the rams, because a really good counter to rams is rams. Oddly enough, they do great damage against each other. It's pretty hard for Janissary to stop them on the way in. So most of y'all probably want to say mangonels. The mangonels are great against rams, but Janissary aren't really that bad against mangonels. Janissary, for those unaware, are the Turks' unique unit. It's basically a juiced up hand cannoneer who's available in the Castle Age via your castle. What they do worse than a hand cannoneer is fight infantry. They still blow up infantry, but they have a weaker infantry bonus, or like bonus damage to infantry compared to hand cannons. But once again, and of course you need a castle to produce them, whereas you need an archery range to produce hand cannoneers. So there's trade-offs, but still, Janissary are very strong. They're very tanky, because not only do they have a decent base HP, then they get bonus HP, because the Turks bonus. So they can actually eat a mangonel shot, if I'm not mistaken. They can certainly eat a ground attack. I'm pretty sure they can actually just eat a direct mangonel shot, barely, but still, surviving one, you only need a handful of Janissary to kill a mangonel. So they do great damage to it. Mangonels have good pierce armor, which does affect bullets, I'm pretty sure. However, they have like 17 base damage. But Feudal Age is coming in from Tiggerr here, and that makes sense. Going up with 17 vills is really early on arena, normally. Unless you're going to do the classic forward towers and rush with your villagers and have them batter down, and then you start towering the opponent's base, deny them their resources. But what Tiggerr is going to be doing, more than likely, is going to drop a second town center. They could be going forward, but if they were going forward, they would probably be building. They would already have villagers kind of heading this way. But Cumans are kind of frightening because So normally if you see someone go up the feudal this early, like you watch their score drop and then like they hit you, you expect, okay, I'm getting towered. The Cumans, you don't 100% know. They could be cheeky and make you think, okay, it's just a second town center. That's why they went feudal. But then all of a sudden they're knocking on your door and you weren't ready for it at all. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. Red Phosphoru's resources. This gold's all kind of in the same area. So if there was some forward pressure from Tiggerr, this could get denied pretty bad. But pretty safe gold here if you make a... I mean, it's not super safe against a tower, but still, it's not horrible. Very safe stone. That's probably what he cares about the most. Because once he gets a castle down to protect gold somewhere, he can just start mining gold and building Janistry. And that's all he cares about. He's going to Castle Age now. 22 villagers up. That makes more sense. Something like 22, 23, or 24, I believe. 24 is probably a later fast castle, but it's still within the realm. Whereas Tiggerr's obviously dropping their second town center, and this is a great location. It's going to help secure their main gold, which is in a horrible spot. Very forward, very punishable if you're not Cumans, to be honest, because, you know, Cumans can use a town center to lock this area down pretty well. But they have a safe back gold in case they get pushed off the front here. Their main stone is also tragic. Honestly, their stone's all in the same, like, general square here, or rectangle, I guess. And they're two of their golds. This is a pretty... As far as arena is concerned, this is like a slightly tragic map, in my opinion. I mean, this saves it, right? You do have a safe gold back here, but being off of stone in arena is actually kind of awkward, because a lot of times you want to have stone going to get to a castle in arena. I think... I'm not sure Kipchak is super exciting in this matchup, but... Which is the Cuman unique unit. It's a horse archer, but it's got 4 base range. And they stop at bodkin. They don't get bracers, so 6 max range. It shoots, it's like a little shotgun of arrows that fly out, and they shoot pretty fast. They used to shoot like literally instantly, like no frame delay or whatever, like wind up, no wind up. But I think that got nerfed a while back. They're pretty strong in mast, but I don't see how they'd be super great against Janistry. By the time they run into, they're very squishy, so by the time they run into Janistry range, they just kind of get blasted on the way in. And you know that Red Phosphoru is going to be making Janistry, so Kipchak's probably off the menu. But yeah, Phosphoru's going to scout forward. Now, normally arena, we'd be talking about these relics, and that still might come into play here. But with this Turk strategy, you are in such a tight budget of what you can build. It's hard to say if Phosphoru's going to be able to collect relics behind the aggression that's most likely coming, right? And we're going to see Phosphoru's on the way up. He did get double bit axe, so he's going to have some, you know, reasonable wood income here. So maybe he will get a monastery and collect relics. If he does, 3 relics are kind of in a line here, so he can kind of lock down the side and get 3 against 2. Maybe go for 4 to 1. Tiggerr's going to be in feudal age for a long time, so he can't build a monastery to get relics. Because the one thing the second town center does do is delay your castle age timing, because you're building 100 food worth of villas every 25 seconds if you're keeping both, 25 in-game seconds, if you're keeping both town centers running, right? So that's just a huge drain. Obviously, you're going to have a robust economy. We're already 12 villagers ahead here. But blue is up to castle in 15 seconds, and indeed is sending forward 10 villagers, and this is an excellent spot. He's going to put a castle somewhere in this area. This tree is actually helping Tiggerr out quite a bit. I guess you can chop it and put a palisade on it, right? Actually, no, it says forest. I don't think you can do that. Pretty sure trees that say forest, you can't do that too. But anyways, Tiggerr's going to delete his walls. And he's going to run out here and try to deny this castle. He's also going to put up a counter tower. A counter tower might have needed to be here. I'm not sure if the counter tower is going to be quick enough. We're already about halfway done on the castle here. 40%. Quick walls coming from Phosphoru. Yeah, there's no weak points here. The villagers are going to have a really hard time breaking into this house. And the castle's at 50%. Now, what this did do, the tower's going to go up. Phosphoru's going to take some losses, most likely, here. Watchtower needs to be garrisoned, though. Okay. Castle's at 81%, though. He might lose a villager. This tower has no fletching or anything like that, so never mind. I'm overestimating it. I don't even think he lost a vill. He lost 1 vill. He lost 1 villager, and Red also is losing villagers because he sent them out to attack the walls. So, and this free light cav is almost dead, actually, but could be garrisoned in here to get some health back. He's actually just going to get thrown away. And there's no Janistry in queue because we have no resources. 2 Janistry queued up. So, Here's the thing. This is hyper aggressive and really scary on paper. But I will say, look how bad Red Phosphoru's economy is. He has no villagers queued. He has 24 villagers versus 40. And he doesn't know about the town center. He might now, right? No. So he couldn't have known, obviously, but this castle doesn't actually pressure the town center directly. So this castle is, like, actually not that bad. And another tower goes up from Tiggerr here to try to help deny the area a little bit. The first two Janissary actually outrange the town center, but they don't outrange the tower. So without their ram to protect them, they're gonna die to the tower. They have 0 pierce armor, and we can't afford upgrades, so they take 5 damage a shot, which isn't a lot, but they're not gonna kill a tower in time. So, and another tower being built here by Tiggerr. Tiggerr seems to think, let's play tower defense to get ourselves situated and continue building vills. And look at the ILTC times. Red Phosphoru on 1 TC has the same, actually more now, idle TC time than Tiggerr on 2 TCs, and Tiggerr is the one under pressure. So Phosphoru's economy is just in shambles. He's just completely turned off his town center. He has 2 on food. Oh, it looks like 3 on food. Just planted a farm. He has 3 on food. This is very much similar to like a Smush, the Siege Monk Rush, where you basically put everyone on wood and gold and a little bit on food. But what I don't necessarily love about this is the fact that he's building Janissary, right? They actually take food. I think they're about 60 food. Okay, he's doing the trick. You see this. This is the ram trick. You can actually do this before the patch, and this doesn't, like, this is pre-patch stuff. This doesn't really matter right now, this ram. It matters more when you actually have a bunch of Janissary and multiple rams now, because when you click on one ram with, like, let's say you have 10 units, a ram can hold 6. You click all 10 on this ram, 6 of them run to this, and the other 4 will run to this ram automatically. It used to be they would all just crowd around this ram. The first 6 would hop in, the other 4 would stand there, and you have to move them to this one. But now it just does it by itself, so you need multiple rams and more than 6 Janissary for this actually to matter, and we're not even quite there yet. The rams are on the way. Blacksmith is under duress, but I think fletching, yeah, fletching's already been teched. Red Phosphoru repairing the rams, but this is a huge strain on the resource bank. And honestly, these rams, like, there's so much arrow fire. And Tiggerr is idling now, but he's about to click Castle Age. And he really hasn't taken any legitimate damage, in my opinion. And he has double the economy. 52 villagers to 24 right now. This ram has to be repaired now. Oh, he's attacking the houses, though. Villagers can attack down the rams. And he's turned around here. I don't quite know why he let Tiggerr produce another house foundation to slow things down a bit, but... Okay, he's going to do the Janissary trick. And now the town center is getting involved with arrow fire. There's so many vills over here. This castle, or this tower is not long for the world, though. Okay, Janissaries pop out fire, jump back in the rams, but the rams are starting to die. He can't get villagers close enough to repair, and a Janissary actually goes down, and every dead Janissary is actually massive, right? He only has 6 Janissary. He doesn't have that much firepower back here, and here comes a Cuman ram. There's the siege workshop that we talked about. Cumans can do this in the field. I think Cumans are so well positioned to defend this push. At least on Arena. I don't know about Arabia at this time. I haven't seen this push that much yet. I know it's been out for about a week at this time, but I haven't caught that many games. Probably about 4 total games of the Red Phosphoru Turk Ram Janissary push. The gun rams. The new Hussite wagons. But yeah, the walls just go back up, and honestly, Phosphoru's stalled out. There's an argument to get fletching here, in my opinion, because that kills this tower. But he can't afford fletching anytime soon, like, realistically, so I get why he's not doing it. That's like 2 Janissary down, basically. But I think, like... Yeah, his opponent's Castle Age with an actual economy. And the last ram push failed, and all he took was... Okay, he's killed a vill here. He's killed a total of 7 villagers, but he's still... You know, half the villager count of his opponent. Actually, slightly less than that, but yeah. Okay, 2 rams now for red, and it's going to be rams blasting rams here. If red rams even make it over, they might not even need to. Look how much damage these rams are taking just from stray arrow fire. There's so many towers. Tower and TC defense. Okay, but towers do melt, though it's Castle Age watchtowers. They get like 200 more HP. Feudal Age watchtowers aren't very strong. They only have like 850 hit points. They got nerfed a long time ago. Pretty sure the Castle Age, the 1000 is what they used to have. The 1020. But anyways, Red Phosphoru does a smile here and says GG. Yeah. That's a quick and dirty game. for y'all. Actually ended right on the 24-minute mark. That's really funny. That's a really quick and dirty game for y'all, but I wanted you guys to see that because I thought this was interesting, especially with all the hubbub that was going on. I know it's probably died down since it's been about a week here, just not getting around to it, but on paper, this looked so, like, this ram shenanigan thing looked so disgusting and, like, impossible to deal with, but Cumans could be kind of the secret weapon against it, right? Not very secret, I'm sure, but could be kind of the weapon against it. The 2 TCs... and even some towers, actually, apparently. But let alone the feudal age rams, right? If you just have your own rams and then you have a couple towers and TCs, it looks like it's pretty tough to push, at least on arena. Granted, this castle could have been better placed, but it's not like he could have known that this was here. So, like, if this castle is here, pretty sure it hits, and if not, you need to get fletching. The other thing is, this was also super all-in from Red Phosphoru. I'm kind of curious if there's a strategy, like a version of the strategy that might have a little tiny bit more eco behind it. Not necessarily like, you know, 3 TC boom, obviously. You can't do a huge push tactic like this and also have a huge economy, but I'm wondering if you can actually still, like, have a normal economy behind us. But maybe you really can't, because you have to produce rams and janissary, which is just all 3 major food groups here, right? Like that, rams are wood and gold and janissary are food and gold. Feels like there's not really much room on the menu to actually build vills, but it basically means, though, that you need to kill it or severely cripple your opponent with that first push. Otherwise, if they stabilize, you just lose, because now you're behind an eco, guaranteed. And it's not going to get better for you. So my cat just jumped onto my lap. My cat Oliver. Here, I'll show him here for the end of the video. But yeah, so that was a quick one compared to the last cast. The last cast went the distance. Here he is. Say hi to Oliver. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. And yeah, we'll hopefully get some more casts on the way here soon. And I do have something else Age of Empires related that I can hopefully start cracking on soon as well. But yeah, until next time, y'all take care. Have a great rest of your night, morning, or day, whatever it is for you when you're watching this. And hopefully I'll see you on the next video, and maybe even over on the live stream, because I do stream as well. So yeah, take care. Peace.